Hi everyone, welcome to the Graphite Art Session 4. So today we will be learning how you can use the texture studies which you did in the last class in a real life object. So we'll take the example of a flower pot and flower, which out of which one is the hard material, that is the pot, and one is the light soft material, that is the flower. So we'll see how the textures and the light and shadow works in the hard as well as in the soft too. So let's start. First, you will learn how to draw a simple, easy flower and a flower pot. Once you are done, you can go with the shading part. So, we'll start with the drawing. To draw the flower and the flower pot, you have to draw a straight line first. For example, I take the line of 16 centimeters. So, you need to draw the line in the center. You have to draw a line of 16 centimeter. I mean, this is the measurement I took. You can take any measurement you want. Now you need to divide it by half. So basically you have to draw a plus sign. So what is the half of 16 centimeter? 8 centimeter. So we'll do a mark here and then we'll just draw a horizontal line. So one line is vertical, whereas the other line is horizontal. And then one thing you need to keep in mind is at both the ends, the measurements should be same. For example, if this is 5, this also has to be 5. Okay, this is 2, then the other one also has to be 2. The whole point is this and this should be equal, this and this should be equal. So now once you are done with the graph, now we'll do the drawing part. This drawing this lines helps you to draw the symmetrical. This is the reason we have started with the lines. Now what you will do is, you see these 2 points, you'll make a curve. This will go up, touch this point, and then it will start coming down. The same thing you're going to repeat for the lower part. This will go down and then slowly this will come and meet this point. So this is the top part of your flower pot. Then what you will do is, we'll do the bottom part. First, let me darken this part. Yeah. So you are done with the top part. Now you will leave a little space, make a curved line. The same goes here. Leave a little space, make a curved line, and then join these two curved lines using another curved line. So you are done till here. Now we'll go to the bottom. For the bottom, you have to draw a big letter C, and then the same goes here. A big C, and then we'll use the straight line to join them together like this, and then again two smaller curved lines and a straight line. So we are done with this. We'll just erase the extra line. Okay, so we are done with drawing the pot. Now we'll move to the flowers. Before we add the flowers, just draw one more line inside as the width of the pot. So I'll do that. Okay, I'm done with adding the width. Now comes the flower. For the flower, you have the options to draw any flower of your choice. And I'll also show you 2, 3 flowers and the process to draw them. And then the flowers can be of any size. You can play with some big flowers, some small flowers, and you can place it randomly. Okay. So I'll first, before we start with the flower, we'll just erase these lines. This was used to make a division between the flower part and the pot part. So we are done with this. Now we are going to use the rest space for our flowers. So now start with a simple flower. For that I'm using a circle, then the alphabet S. I mean not exactly S, but it looks like S. So it's a inverted S, then one more coming from the same place. Okay, so it's like a curved line going up, then down. Follow the same here and do the rest of the pattern. Now I will move to the next flower, which is rose. You just have to write a big U and then spiral lines inside. And then one triangle, two triangle, and three triangle. You are done. Now we'll move to the next flower, that is tulip. For that, you have to draw a water drop shape like this. Make one curve, bring it down to the center. Make one curve, bring it down to the center. Then again the same thing. Now you can add more flowers as per your choice. Then start adding the stems which goes inside the flower pot. Now, wherever you see the empty space, the white space, what you can do is either you can go for leaves, you can add few leaves here, or you can add more flowers. That's all up to you. So I'll make a leaf which is coming down. Okay. I'll make a leaf which is coming down. I'll make one more this side. Then I'll make one here. So I have decided to use all the space for the leaves. Well, so it's up to you if you want to add more leaves or more flowers. So we are done with the drawing part. Now we'll decide the source of light, where the light is actually coming from. Because when you do any kind of artwork and when where you have to use the light and dark shadow part, it is important to know the source of light. Because as we already discussed, everything where the shadow will fall, where there will be a light tone, where there will be a dark tone, depends on the source of light. So for me, I'm keeping the source of light this side. So before we start with the shading, I'll just mention here the tone and the pencil you need. For the light tone, you can use either HB pencil or any edge grade pencil, 2H, 4H. The more lightness you want, you can increase the number. For the medium tone, you can use 2B or 4B. Any pencil will work. For the dark tone, you can go for 6B, 8B or 10B. So if you have any of this pencil, you can use that. And if you have only one pencil, a single pencil, we have already learned in the class how just by using one single pencil, you can create different tones just by maintaining the pressure on your hand. So this goes like this, dark, slowly lighter. So you can see I'm using just one pencil. It's just I'm focusing more on my hand pressure. For the dark tone, I'm using more of the pressure. For the medium tone, I'm just slowly decreasing the pressure. And for the light tone, the pressure is very light. I'm just holding it very lightly, the pencil. So we'll start from the top. Okay, so the light is falling here. So again, this is circle. We have already learned how to shade the spheres and the circle. Always follow the outline. So it will start from here, the dark edges, and then slowly go light. I'm using one pencil to show all, but for example, if you have to show it like this, for example, this is my circle, and you have two pencils, you can go like this. Dark with the dark pencil, any of this, then you pick one medium shade pencil, you start mixing the medium shade with the dark shade, and then continue doing it. So here I have used only one pencil to show you all the three shades. Now for the flower, flower is a soft material. So as you have already learned in the texture studies how we shade the soft materials using the example of feather, we are going to use the same concept here. So here first erase the lines you see inside. So for this part, for the flower petals, you are going to draw a very thin strokes. Okay, so the shading will go in strokes like this. Slowly the strokes will get lighter. Okay, so it will start like this. Start with the dark stroke, slowly move the stroke and bring it lighter. Okay. So the same goes for all your flower. This is a U-shaped flower and the light is falling here. So it will start from this area dark and suddenly go and end it here as a light. Now for this area, this has to be the lightest because the light is falling here. This will have the medium tone, okay, from this area dark to light. And this has to be the darkest because there's no light this side. Always follow the outline. You can see the movement in my strokes. For this, I was using curve. For this, I'm using up and down curve because if you see the outlining, it goes like this. So this is very important. Now comes the leaf. For the leaf, again, this is your center. You will start from the center, start doing dark this side because there's light falling here and light this side. So you make a division, a line, then you do the dark this side and the light shade this side. Once you're done, start adding the details in the leaf, the lines. Okay, same you have to do in all the leaves. And for the stem, wherever the source of light is, that has to be light, and the other corner will be dark, like this. Okay, now we'll move to the pod. So I'll just shade the width a bit. Then comes this. This part, there's a light from this side, which means the darkness will come from this side. So for this part, the strokes will go like this. This will follow this curve. Okay, so we'll move like this. So always start from the dark side and move to the light side, or you can even go for the light side and slowly increase the darkness. It's all up to you. So this area will be dark because the shadow of the leaf is also falling here. So the slowly, first I'll do the dark part. Once I'm done with the dark part, I'll move to the medium tone part. Once I'm done with the medium tone part, I'll just blend it a bit. Then what you will do is, and slowly it will go lighter. As we move to this part, it will be very light. Okay, which means if you're using uh, different pencils, then you have to go for either H grades or HB pencils. And if you're using one pencil, just use a very less pressure on the pencil. So you are done with this part as well. What you will do is we'll do the blending at the end. Okay, blending using the earbuds or the cotton ball, anything you have, we'll do it at the end. So we'll move to the next part, this one. Can you see this has the curved lines? It's kind of a sphere shape. So what you will do is, considering this is made of this sphere, uh, the half part of the sphere is inside. So we'll use the same technique which we use for the sphere or the circle, like this. So the light is falling here. So the dark side will start from this place and slowly. Okay, so the stroke has to be starting here and ending here. Okay, like this. You will go this way. This area will be the darkest because there is no light here. You can see all my strokes are moving curve. There's no straight curve, stroke. You have to do the same. Keep doing it. So if you see, I'm done with the dark shade. Now I'll move to my medium tone. But when you shift from one tone to the other tone, you don't do it directly. Okay, this has to be very gradual. It's not that you did dark tone till here, then you will go to the medium tone directly. Okay, slowly. Okay, mix the dark tone with the medium tone and be slow like this. Okay, one shouldn't know that from where you have started the mid tone, where you have started the light tone. Okay, so each tone should be mixed with each other. So if you are doing from dark to medium, it should be blended properly. How we have moved to the dark tone to the light medium tone. See, the same way you have to do from the medium tone to the light tone. Okay, from here the tone will change, but the tone will not change suddenly. It should be very casual and the smooth transition between the medium and the light tone. So if you think the light tone is not light enough, as discussed before, you can use eraser also at the end. So we are done with the dark, medium, and the light tone. Okay, the rest part will do the finishing using the blending stumps or the earbuds. Wherever you see the white space or the transition is not smooth enough, we'll do it with the earbuds. Now there's no light falling in this part because the light is falling here and the shadow is falling in this part. So this has to be the darkest. Okay, there is no dark light thing here. You will use only the dark tone. Okay, now comes the shadow. So as we already know, if the light is falling from here, the shadow will form in the opposite direction. So the shadow is going to fall here, touching the base. So the shadow will touch the base and it will form here. Okay, we are done with the shadow. Now what you will do is we'll just do the finishing by taking your earbuds, blend all the part where you have done the shading. Okay, this will give you a smoother effect. If you want it to look like a little grainy and with strokes, you can leave it as it is. But if you want it to give a very smooth effect, use the earbuds. Or if you do not have earbuds, you can go for cotton cloth, anything. So you do it this way. If you have noticed, even my earbuds are moving in the same stroke in which my pencil was moving. So the earbuds, the pencil, or whatever you are using will follow the same stroke. Okay. Now for the inside part, what you can do is you can just give it a medium tone inside. Okay, just go straight, horizontal lines, and wherever you see the space, just fill it. Okay, so you have to practice this and let me know wherever you have any doubt. We can discuss it in the next class. Just add at the end wherever you see that the particular space needs more darkness, you can do that. Okay, thank you.